When performing Lightbody healing on a patient or even oneself, one may find that there are physical reactions such as the kind of involuntary reflex that occurs when a doctor would hit you on the knee and other places. So what may occur is that even though the Lightbody or the Lightbody physician's body is not in proximity to the patient's body, there may be a physical reaction on the physical body of the patient. And this is observable in people with a great sensitivity, auric sensitivity and Lightbody sensitivity, and can be part of the attribute of just having a stronger or more sensitive light field that extends out from the light body. And the light field is like the auric field, except the light field is in fact much greater and much farther reaching, because it is of a various different type of vibration and is not related to the physical body itself, but it is related to the light body. And therefore, light body emanations or light body aura can extend from a few inches to great distances, depending on the available energy source for the light body illumination. Light body illumination is sort of like turning on a light, a light in a light body, and the light expanding out of the light body can expand to various distances, illuminating other light bodies as well in the presence of the light body energy that emanates from the person that is emanating light body energy. What this means is that the availability of light body energy is also dependent on the individual light body worker's ability to tap into that energy. That energy is infinite. The ability of the light body worker is finite. So in finding the happy medium between the finite ability of the light worker and the infinite amount of light energy available is a matter of learning procedures and being able to channel greater and greater amounts of light energy into the light body. And this requires quite an amount of experience through simply doing it over and over again and having the fulfillment or the illuminating experience of light in the light body will give over time the light body worker the ability to channel even greater amounts of light. So in the process of learning to be a active light worker, the individual has to take small steps in the activation of their light body. And this normally requires practice, and this starts out as a pretty difficult type of procedure or endeavor or hobby, really. But it is something that can be rewarding and has greater rewards than one might imagine. Light body workers are in their training need to learn to concentrate properly, think properly, and by concentrating it means to apply the attention directly to what their mission is. And this is very difficult to do for most individuals. So the light body teacher or master will have to show student how to get the patience and discipline to do that so they can do their light work. In this type of light work, the light procedures become second hand, and because of that, they allowed the Lightbody apprentice and Lightbody master to use the energy that is available and possibly flowing through them if they've manifested a channeling experience without having to think about this, as it becomes more of a procedure of active channeling. It becomes less of a thinking procedure, and therefore, as each step of the light body unfoldment of the illumination occurs, the individual master, light body master or light body apprentice, can actually proceed to much greater levels. Now, in the understanding of the light body illumination process, the light body worker has to be able to know where their energy is coming from and where it is going to. And they are aware that the light body energy will be flowing through them. Therefore, they become the conduit. The light worker is the conduit of the light body energy. This light body energy is often called Spirit or Holy Spirit, Spirit of God, and there's all types of other types of energy that is also available and convertible to a type of light energy. So in most cases, the beings that are light body beings have their light bodies in various types of energy forms and formats. So there is not any particular vibration or frequency that all light bodies have to manifest on. And in fact, they are quite inventive in choosing various frequencies and such for the manifestation of their light body energy. And because of the light body energy is the energy that is used in the healing process, the light body worker is in fact learning to use themselves as the conduit for this light body energy to perform the light body healing, and therefore the greater amount of discipline they find in themselves, the easier it becomes to do the healing. And in doing this healing, most practices have deep devotional requirements and religious overtones. And in fact, the belief of the light body master or light body apprentice must be so great that these things can occur. So in these light body healings, the light body healings have the necessity of the belief of the light body worker in most cases, although the light body worker may find that in the beginning they actually don't have to believe in order to perform their light body work, but then after they see it, they believe. So light body work is easy to do because it is all part of a natural intuitive process that everybody knows. And therefore, the more one tunes into the light body work, the more one can learn about it and know about it, because it is all part of the process. And in some cultures, we've forgotten our connection to our light body, and we have our religious institutions to try to help us remember that connection. But in order to really do the type of light body work that light body workers are inclined to do, they need to be able to focus themselves and focus the energy upon the types of light body healings they will give. The light body healings can at sometimes be classifiable by their attributes, such as Lightbody healing of the physical body, Lightbody healing of the emotional body, the intellectual body, and the auric bodies, as well as the light body. Lightbody to light body surgery is a something that is a very difficult process unless one is a light body master. So in the healing of other light bodies, it really takes the apprentice to learn this process before they can actually practice, because of the damage that can be done by improper light body manipulation. So as the apprentice learns various other types of light body healing techniques, they can eventually become light body healers to other light bodies. In the initial light body healing techniques or learning steps, the light body apprentice learns how to use their own light body to heal various levels of the patient's aura or the other's aura. And in most cases, this will be done by using their hands in the proximity of several inches to several feet or even farther away. The light body apprentice should learn to use their hands to manifest the light body energy at various distances so that this energy can be used in the healing process. This energy is transferable from the light body of the light body master or the light body apprentice across the distance between the distance from the master's light body to the aura of the patient. The normal process of light body healing of auras is done by essentially feeling the aura, feeling the auric levels, feeling the auric vibrations and the shells, and then being able to remove items such as implants or other types of unnecessary debris that can clutter up the individual. In most cases, these have to be worked out with the individual themselves, and this may require a session where the person has their light body connections, their physical connections, their auric connections, and all the cords analyzed and those that are unnecessary cut, and then the body attuned and healed so that they can go on and do this type of light body work. So just to start with, the light body worker, the light body apprentice, really needs to have their act cleaned up, and it's done by the light body master, who can, in the caring manner, be able to see the difficulties, see the problems, see everything that is wrong with the light body apprentice, and help them by removing obstacles, which can be implants, they can be demons that haunt, they can be cords that tie them to many people or spirits in the past, or emotional connections, or psychological loops and barriers. All of these things can be easily, or maybe not so easily, dealt with through a light body healing by the master, and this might be quite intensive depending on the problems of the apprentice. In the light body activation, the light body apprentice would find that they can achieve certain forms of light body enlightenment, but that it would require certain steps to be able to maintain that. So the Lightbody master can essentially open the eyes of the Lightbody apprentice for a limited amount of time, just so that they could see the beauty, the heights, the majesty of what they're trying to attain. But then, as the master can no longer hold the door open for the student must learn to open the door for themselves and clean the windows and all that, which is part of the Lightbody process.